Okay, and then what I'm going to do for you, Mike, is I'm going to you and I will get together, and we're going to create a YouTube channel,
Okay.
and then we're going to put these weekly meetings up on that YouTube channel, so anybody who misses them can always replay them
Great.
and do that.
Good.
So, a little tip. So if you can go back and review how they do that, well, let me go back and watch the video real quick and see that. Okay.
Good.
So one of the things I wanted to go over this morning with you guys, as far as training, is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you, and we're going to go to the Nowsite platform since we're recording this. And now, first thing I want to let you know is, and I cleared this up with Mike yesterday because there was a little bit of misunderstanding about this. So anyone who's an existing Nowsite customer, existing, has to the 31st of May to sign up for unlimited prospects. So if you don't have unlimited prospects, it's $37.50. You're going to go to, and I'll put this in the chat too. You're going to go to leads.now.site, and you're going to sign up. You put your name, your password, and you just click a box that says "Bill me $37.50 a month."
Okay.
And
One quick question. And all these guys may already be on there. I don't know, but if you have networking or marketing, can you get one without the other? Or do you have to have the whole all bundle to get leads?
if you have only marketing and you sign up for unlimited leads, you won't get unlimited. What you'll get is 150. Okay, you have to have networking to get the full unlimited package.
Okay.
What the hell's that mean?
I don't know, Mike, I don't know why somebody would want to do this without having both, because you're gonna need it if you want to pay for the thing, you want both. You want to invite enough people.
Right, but that's what I was saying. I don't know who on here has got what. That's why I was just trying to make
Yeah,
sure.
so if you only have marketing, you really should sign up for networking too. So when you get networking and marketing together, the bundle price is $87. No, $89.50. And that's a 20% discount. Then you add $37.50 to it, and the total package cost is $126.50 a month.
Got it. Yeah, we are on that, and so is BBX and everything else. So
Right.
just
If
for anybody who's not on that.
Anybody in the call needs help with that or needs to know, let me know. I'll be more than happy to go in and take a look at their account, see what they've got, and get you squared away if you don't know. And if you need to meet with me offline, not a problem. Now, anybody who comes on who's a brand new Nowsite client after the 31st will be able to get unlimited leads. However, they have to sign up for them when they sign up. They've got a very brief window. If they wait a day, they're going to have to buy them a la carte, the way they were set up, be a la carte, where you can buy them in packages.
They opened that up, Steve. So is it still gonna be $37.50 for unlimited?
Still going to be $37.50 for anybody who signs on brand new, Frank.
Oh,
All right. Yes.
Okay. So I just want to let you guys know the latest on that.
They gotta do that when they sign up.
You got to do it right when they sign up.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're on sales flow, and we're going to hear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start as you would come in here. The first thing you're going to want to do is edit your search criteria. So you click the button there, and it's going to open up My Prospects. Okay, so these are the options you have. You can target by city or cities. You can put multiple cities up here where it says like San Francisco. You can put multiple states. Actually, I was doing a demo last night for somebody in Colorado. So I've still got Colorado in here. And they were looking for people who had wealth management services and life insurance agents. So we can change that, and let's make that Texas. Okay, and we don't want League City because I want the whole state. Okay, I really don't care if they're male or female. I'm not targeting any specific company, but you can. I've got a wealth management client who actually targeted ConocoPhillips because about a month ago they had a riff where they laid off about 400 people. And as you guys know, you got about 30 days to roll over your 401k. So they put in all the titles. They knew they got rift here. They knew it was oil and gas, and they went and searched. And when I was talking to them yesterday morning, they told me they had retrieved about 300 of those people out of the 400.
Mm.
And they had actually set up appointments with about 10 of them. So, this shows the system. So what we're going to do is I'm going to save this targeting down here. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is turn off my beepers because it's going nuts. Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get a prospect. Okay, we got a prospect. His name is Greg Morgan, and he's between 50 and 64. He's a male. He's in investment management. He's a wealth advisor. This is what he likes to do. But now, what I want to let you know is when I got that prospect, not only would you see this prospect on the screen, it automatically populated your CRM. So this Greg Morgan is now in my prospects.
Let me ask a quick
CRM.
question. Quick question. When you say it populated, where did it populate?
It went into my CRM. So here, let me view contact. So now what that did is it's populating here. You see the little guy with the little plus sign up here on the corner?
Yes.
It moved me from sales flow to networking, which is where all your contacts are. So this is contact management here. So this is your CRM. So this is your customer relation management tool here. So now what it did was it got me all his information here. It tells me what Greg's email is, phone number, his Facebook account, his LinkedIn account, tells me his gender, tells me when he was born. He's in investment management. That's what he likes to do. And this is what all his skills are. So, Mike, this would be a good guy for you to call to talk about Kaizen.
Yeah. How much you charge me for him?
I'll send him to you. I'll give him a link to it. Okay.
So if you did that again, if you've got a separate file for that. So if you did that again with another guy, they go in the same CRM file folder?
Right. So what I'm going to do now is now that I know, I'm going to assign them to a list. So for example, I have all these lists over here. So I'm going to put them in my prospects down here for right now because that's not me, but I'll take them out. I'll delete them after this call.
Right.
Because what's happening now, as soon as I click that prospect right there, okay, as you can see, he's now in my prospects list, right?
I see. I see.
Okay, now I'm going back to additional info. And because he's a really good qualified lead for me, I'm going to go ahead and enhance the contact because I want to see if I can find more about Greg. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and find more about Greg. Bingo. We got some more information about Greg. Okay, so now we know his age range. We also know that he has 2 different LinkedIn accounts. We also know that he has an additional email address. We know he's in Carrollton, Texas. We now have an additional phone number. And we know he went to Austin College and he majored in pre-law and history and he got out in 78. So that means, yep, he's between 60 and 69. Okay, and then we also know that he's right up there in that company. This is definitely somebody you want to talk to now, Mike, because he's a founder and managing director of this firm. So he's in Plano. The offices are located in Plano. So this is a guy that, not only that, he's got 11 to 50 people in his office. So if you're going to look at affiliate marketing and put other people on the Nowsite platform, this is another thing. So now we went a couple minutes ago from not knowing anything about Greg Morgan to we know a lot about Greg Morgan. I also know that he likes to snow ski, likes to stay in shape, likes to read, hike. He's an outdoor guy, plays a lot of tennis, likes to go to movies, and he likes to socialize.
Hmm,
So when
cool,
I start a conversation with him, I really know a little bit about him right now, right?
right.
Okay, so now I've determined that he's a very good prospect. So we're going to launch SalesFlow and we're going to start communicating with Greg and see if we can find something in common and build some rapport with him. So I'm going to do next. Now, before I hit next, behind this, when I loaded the contact in, put it in my CRM, and I clicked that prospect list, that automatically attached Greg to a drip email campaign. And as soon as I launch SalesFlow, Greg is going to either get an email from me or a contact on LinkedIn or Facebook Messenger. At the same time, that email campaign is going to start dripping about Nowsite and about affiliate marketing because that's what it's set up for me. Now, it
So,
may be set up whatever your drip email campaign is.
okay,
It may be Kaizen. So we may attach him to the Kaizen list and then he would get a drip email campaign about Kaizen.
so you could have 5 different campaigns going for life, long-term care, disability, annuities, whatever.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So we're going to hit next. And since I'm going to be sending him an email campaign already, I don't want to send him an email, so I'm going to reach out to him on LinkedIn. Okay, so now the AI motor behind this thing already generated a brief message that I can just go ahead and personalize. But say I don't like that. So I can go to the message library, and there's a bunch of pre-scripted messages that are rewritten here for you, right? So you can connect with any of these every day, or if you want to, you can go in the message library and you can create your own messages over here, which I've done. So for my LinkedIn response for multi-level marketing, because that's who I would normally send it to, here's an email that I've generated and I can do that. And so right here, I can go ahead and send him another one, just a brief one here. Well, let's go ahead and send him this one, the longer one. Let's select that. Okay, as you can see, it's loaded in here. Now, I can actually put attachments on here. And what I can do is I can create links in here. So if I have a video, a PDF document like a brochure, or if I wanted to send them to my website, and I can do that, I can save it and I can put that link on there. So I can actually send them some additional information. The really cool thing is if I send him a video or a brochure to download or something like that in a PDF format, when he clicks on it and he reads it or watches it, Nowsite will generate an email to me that said, this guy opened up my message and he watched this. So all of a sudden now, this guy's a hot lead. So you may want to go ahead and say, hey, saw you open up my attachment. All right, do you have any questions you'd like to answer? Let's set up a meeting. And that's a follow-up call. So let's go ahead and send this. I'm going to go to his LinkedIn account by clicking down the teal button down here in the corner. It's taking me to his LinkedIn account.
Uh-oh,
Uh-oh, that one doesn't exist.
he lied to you.
He must have closed it, so we didn't send that one. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go back up. I had this happen to me yesterday too. And what we're going to do is launch SalesFlow again this time. But this time we're going to send him an email.
And I was going to ask you a quick question. You did LinkedIn first. Is there some reason you did LinkedIn versus email?
Yeah, because I find I get better response. I've actually gotten about, well, as of yesterday, about 11 responses that people responded to me on LinkedIn.
I see.
I find it works pretty good. So, okay, we're doing the email now. Going back to the message library. Go to my messages. I'm still going to send them the impressive profile on LinkedIn, even though it was email. Selecting that. I'm going to go ahead and send it. Okay, I just sent them an email. And now, do I want to follow up, book a follow-up? Okay, it automatically defaults to 7 days from now, which is June 2nd. My next objective is to build rapport with him. I'm going to make a note to myself that I used email to contact about his LinkedIn profile. Okay, so that's a note to myself, and then I'm going to go ahead and book that. And now the system will generate a message 7 days from me now to remind me to follow up with him. And then I can do it all over again. And you just rinse and repeat.
Do they have a, for people that I can't remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, do they have steps anywhere in sales flow that tell you number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, till you get
Yeah, it's
the,
right there. See where it says up underneath here? I did step 1 of 8.
okay,
So when you go to say Joe Clark, I can see where I'm at, and then I can go ahead and I just need to enhance this contact. But it'll take me in, and I can go to the next step. It'll tell me where I am with him. So like for example with him, I haven't assigned him to a list yet. So that's step 1, along with an email. So now he's connected, additional info, and then I can launch SalesFlow, and then it'll take me to the next step. And it'll tell you where you're on each one of them.
I know, but you know that, but I can't remember all that.
I know. That's why you have to be on the system every day, Mike, and you got to practice.
I know, but we need to get 1, 2, 3, 4 before I can even practice.
That's
So
why
they
we're
don't,
doing this.
so they don't have that, is what you're
That's
saying,
why we're
really.
doing this video, Mike, so you can see.
I understand. I understand.
Okay, I'm doing this. So, but as you can see, we're going to go over here to the email. Now, every time you create a website also does something for you. It automatically creates a newsletter for you and a list attached to that website. So when I go to emails, so every website that I have created now has a newsletter that's attached to it. So let's go to my newsletter for my consulting firm. So when I send this out about once or twice a week with content that people would like to get, being a little slow here, I think it's Zoom. Here we go. Hello. Well, it's not opening up. Why are you not opening up? Let's try this one. Oh, there's something going on with the system. It's like it's glitching for the email campaigns. Yeah, there's something going on with the system because it should be coming. They must be working on it. Do apologize for that. That does happen every once in a while. But so what the AI engine does behind the scenes, Mike, is when you create a website, it automatically generates a newsletter template you can customize. Then you can go in and create an email drip campaign attached to that website, and you can do that. Same thing with SMS. If you have SMS, you can create drip email campaigns using SMS. If you have mobile phone numbers, if you do opt to do that, then what they do, because that's an add-on, then what they actually do is they give you a dedicated number right here so you don't have to use your phone. So that's a dedicated chat number. So when you start um, doing SMS texting and people wants to respond to you, they respond to that number and you can retrieve them in here in your chat area right here. And then you can send SMS here. You can add new broadcasts and new campaigns here and doing things.
Hmm. So you get one SMS number and you keep it forever.
Yep, it's yours. They assign it to you. You own it.
But that cost you an extra, that cost you extra, Steve, for that? No.
Yeah, it's like $10 or something like that for 250 SMS text messages, something like that. Okay, so then we go back here. Now the other thing it does is when you create a website, you have the ability to click on this switch right up here, this teal switch, which is 3-click marketing, which is powered by AI. Once you do that, then it connects to your social media here. And every morning, it actually sends you suggested content to post. Today, for my consulting firm, it sent me an image. So I can go ahead and post this image. Now, if somebody clicks on the image, it will take them directly to my website. Okay? Or if I don't want to post an image, I can go into search content into the library. In the case with you guys with financial services or insurance, I can go in one of these and there are articles already curated for me that I can go through and I can look at and say, you know, this might be something in my downline or somebody who is on my newsletter, like say a client or somebody, might be interested in this information. So you can click on it, and what you can do is you can go ahead and click right here on this little box with the arrow, and you can preview the article. So you can read through the article and you can say, yeah, that makes sense. That's something my people would be interested in. Let me share this with them. And then so you just go ahead, you share that by doing this. Okay, get out of there. Now I would just click on that article like this, and we could bring it into the social media tool. But say I want to do a video for finance. I can also curate videos. So there are all these videos here that you can also use, and you can view those videos, or you can do images, and you can create your own literal ads, basically, and send them and post them by uploading. Or in the case here, you can upload your own image that you have something, and we can create a custom ad for you. Kind of like what I did for you, Mike, on the Kaizen, the
Right.
geofencing, and you could upload that image and use that there, right? So let's cancel that. Okay, so what we're going to do this morning, just for expediency's sake, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post for me digital marketing. I'm going to go ahead and going to go here and I'm going to pick, let's see. Somebody got a radio on?
I do hear something.
If you have your radio on, could you turn it off, please? Thank you. Okay, let's see. It's kind of funny here. Well, my clients would love this one. Okay. So we picked that article. We've highlighted it. We're going to go ahead and select. Okay, so now we're going to need an image to go with this article because it didn't have one. So let's go ahead and change image up here. I can search images here. And let me search for workaholic. Let me see if I can find an image that says workaholic. Here we go. Kind of like this one. It'll get your attention. Let's go ahead and edit that image. It's perfect. It fits. Let's go ahead and add that to the, there we go. Now we've added that to the image when I post on social media. Click to read how to be an entrepreneur without becoming a workaholic. How an entrepreneur without becoming an alcoholic. And then I can add some now. In order to read this article, they have to give me their information. When they do, it automatically again goes into my CRM and becomes a contact. Not only do that, I also get an alert from Nowsite that says you have a new contact in your email. So you can go in and check it. You see your contact, and then you can assign them to a list, just like we did before on your CRM. And you can start messaging them or put them on a drip email campaign or put them on your newsletter, whatever you'd like to do. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to associate this with a website. You have to do this all the time. We're going to associate it to my Patterson Consulting Partners LLC website. We're going to write over down here in the bottom. We're going to add that I want their phone too, and it's required here. And then I can also add additional fields. So I can say here, I can click in here and say, I want your, say, company name. So now I have another box for them to fill in on their company name. The other thing is to be compliant, and I just do this automatically now because I don't want to be, because this thing goes across the world. There's some laws in countries that say that people have to have the ability to opt in and opt out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the opt-in piece here by clicking the GDPR compliance. So they click that box before they can read it. It says, I now understand that I may be contacted by the owner of this website. They can always opt out later on. Okay.
So where was this posted?
Okay. It's going to go into my social media. We're going to do that in a second. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now what we're going to do here, I've got all this information here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this little teal button up here at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and post this. When I do that, it's going to ask me, do you want to add this content to your website? So it's associated with my consulting website, and I have a blog page on my website. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go, yeah, because when you add content to your website and people read it, it boosts your search engine optimization, or SEO. It will increase your page ranking in Google. So you always want to do this. So it's done. Now, okay, it wants to post on social media. So now I'm going to post this to my business page. I'm also going to post it to my personal page because my personal page is really a business page. I'm also going to turn on LinkedIn because I have a LinkedIn business page. And I'm also going to turn on my Twitter account, which is a business account, to post that article on all 4 of those, basically. So then I hit next. Now I can say something in here like, great article, worth the read, and this will appear in the context when you get social media.
You got tread instead of read, I think.
Oh yeah, I did. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Worth the read. If you need help with digital marketing, give us a call at 956-244-6211. Okay.
You forgot the 6.
There we go. Okay, period. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hashtag this digital marketing because that's like free advertising. So anybody who's in the digital marketing groups on Facebook will also get this message placed on their Facebook page. Okay, so I'm going to copy that because I'm going to use this a couple times. Gonna copy that, and then I'm gonna post. And it's gonna open up my Facebook account, and it's gonna say something about this, and I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna paste in there just what I said with that, and with digital marketing, with the article, and I'm gonna go ahead and post to Facebook. It's gonna come back and say, yes, I posted successfully. Now it's gonna open up my LinkedIn account. And it's going to say, do you want to share this in a post? And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go ahead and paste in that message I put there before. And I'm also going to go ahead and put a hashtag in here. And when I do that, when I put a hashtag symbol, so what happens is it pops up the 10 most popular hashtags for digital marketing for today. And the number one for that today is digital marketing services. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that because that's getting the most traction. Okay, so I've got that done. I'm going to go ahead and post.
Mine's frozen for some reason.
Okay, hold on for a second. Can you see that? It says yes.
No, it still says posted, question mark, yes or no is all I see.
Okay, now it's posted. I just posted it. Now my Twitter account's coming up. I'm going to go ahead and paste on my Twitter account. And I'm going to go ahead and put a hashtag as well. And what happened said that the number one trending hashtag for Twitter right now is digital marketing tips. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that one as well and add that to my tweets. And I'm going to go ahead and tweet. And it's going to come back and say, yes, it was posted, and I'm done. So now my social marketing is done. So I posted on all 3 of my social marketing accounts. Now, remember your newsletter? That it's attached to your website. So I've got 463 people to get my newsletter. And I do this about 3 days a week. And they love what I send them because they're going to get that article and read it in my newsletter. So do you want to email this content to your followers? Yeah, absolutely. I just emailed 463 people. I'm done. So I'm going to save and exit. And I just did all my social media posting for the day, Mike.
Cool.
Now that, because I explained it, it took me about maybe 7 or 8 minutes to do all that. If I wasn't explaining to you, I can do all my posting on all my social media in less than 5 minutes. Now, why do you want to do social media posting? Because that builds brand and that builds familiarity and makes you a trusted source because you're sharing good content, which means that people would like to do business with you.
And I think you or somebody told me that even if you don't have a Facebook account or Twitter, you can still post on there, correct?
You can, but what we need to do for each one of the guys, and we'll do this, then we can do a tutorial class on this, or I'll cut a video and show you how to do it. But I can show you how to set up your Facebook business page, your LinkedIn business page, and your Twitter business account, and your Instagram business account. And I can set all those up with you. In fact, I'll talk to Mary. We're going to do a video on that. We'll do a video for social media and put that, and we'll post it up. That way anybody can go look at it and how to create your business pages on your social media. Because for you guys, that's really important for you guys.
Do all those have a free account or no?
They're all free. There's not cost for social media. Those are all free, and then we'll just go ahead and create the video. If you can't follow through the video and you can't get it done, just reach out to me. We'll get a Zoom and we'll walk through and we'll do it together.
Is the LinkedIn free?
Yeah, LinkedIn's free too. So is Twitter, and so is Instagram. They're all free. All those pages are free.
Gary, you had a question?
I do. Steve, what is allowable?
But basically, as long as you don't say anything racist, try to peddle sex or drugs, or you say nasty things about people, you're good to go. You can advertise. You can put phone numbers in there. You can put website addresses. You can put email addresses. You can put anything in there. You can basically they want you to advertise. And what'll happen is they'll come back and see you doing that and say, "Would you like to use Facebook Ad Manager and our geofencing tool?" And you don't want
I
to.
don't think, I don't think you understood what I was asking.
Okay.
What is a, allowable? I got an email from somebody or a message from somebody that wanted to join me on Alignable. Is that some kind of platform?
Yeah, Alignable is just like LinkedIn. In fact, I use Alignable too. In fact, I find it to be a very good source for me for leads. And I can, do you have
Okay.
do you have an Alignable account, Gary?
No, that's why I'm asking what
Yeah,
it is
I don't,
because
because they shouldn't be able to find you without an Alignable account.
well, if I got one, it's more than I know.
Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you forward that email to me, okay? And let me take a look at it.
Okay. All right.
And we'll get that. But Alignable is a platform. It's not on Nowsite yet, but it is a great social media platform and it's growing. The other thing you can do here after social media is, and we'll get into this and we'll do a separate session on this, is online ads and how to do geofencing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy an ad for myself next week. I just did it. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and when I do that, I'll go ahead and record myself doing it. So we'll have a video for that as well. If not, on your first geofencing ad, I'm more than happy to jump on a Zoom with you guys and go ahead and walk you through the process and do that. Now, you're going to need some graphic design to do ads because you're going to have somebody that'll need design ads for you. Um, I did one for, I think I did from Frank and Mike. Didn't I do a Kaizen ad for you guys?
We already had our archiving one done, I think,
Yeah,
but you did one for annuities. I think you fixed our annuity one.
yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'll put those out there in the team section for BBX. So if you want to use those ads, you can change them and use them if you want to do geofencing with them. On that, we'll just change the contact information that's embedded in the ad that reflects each individual agent. Mike, we can do that on that. Okay,
We're
so
getting,
go
yeah,
ahead.
we're getting short, guys. Any more questions for Steve before we end this?
Yeah, because I was going to say we've covered a lot today, but I just want to do a brief overview so you can see what the system will do. The other thing I wanted to show you lastly, Mike, though, is the team section back here. And we've created a team called BBX Hail. If you go back there, these are the websites that have been fixed that Mike talked about. These have all been updated, and you can download these by going in the BBX section, clicking on this website. You click on this and you add it to your websites. Once you do that, then we can go in and we can make it yours by changing all the links and the names and the logos and doing that. So if you're ready to or haven't already downloaded these, let me know. And Mike and Charles have been very nice to retain my services. So you guys for fix-its and stuff like that, all you have to do is set up an appointment with me, and there's no charge for that. And we'll get that done for you. Okay, Mike, I thought I just want to cover that, and then we can wrap it up from there. Oh, you want me to cover about being an affiliate, Mike, real quick?
Yes, why don't you do that?
Okay, so down here, the little file down here in the bottom of the left-hand corner here, this is the affiliate section here. If you sign up 4 people underneath you, no, 3 people if they take the $89 package, and 4 people if they take the $89 package, and 3 people if they take the $126.50 package, then your site becomes free. There's no more charge for it. You will actually get a check for over $100 sent to you by Nowsite.
What, give me those
Pay,
numbers
they
again.
pay you by, don't they pay you by PayPal or direct deposit? Don't they
Right.
have-
You can either set up a PayPal account here, which would be paypal.me/ whatever your handle is that you've given PayPal, and people can pay you directly. They'll pay you directly to your PayPal account, and when they pay on the 15th of the month, and you'll get an email generated from PayPal saying, "I've been paid." Now, in order to get paid, Mike, you were on this call yesterday. If you're an affiliate, once a month they have this they call fund mandatory calls, where they go over and they give you 3 code words. Today, you'll get an email from Nowsite that says, click on this form, put those 3 code words in with your name and your password to your Nowsite account, and register. You have to do that every month to get paid.
I didn't know that. That's a new one.
Yeah, that's why they have that fund mandatory call for affiliates. Now,
When did they start that?
what I do, Frank, and I'm not supposed to do this, is I have all the passwords from yesterday's call, and so does Mike. And as soon as the form comes out, we'll send you guys an email with the passcodes and where to click on the Google Doc, fill it out so you get paid.
All right, yeah, because that call was yesterday, so I missed it, I guess.
Well, they have a recording of it, but to me, they don't want us to do this. But look, you guys' time's busy and you're working on other stuff. So I do it for my team, for the We Care team anyway, so it can do that. And then Mike and I are getting right here to fix something tonight for him on getting paid, him and Charles.
We appreciate getting paid. There's no doubt about that.
Because they got,
I got paid
I
the
was
other
in the
day.
back office there, and both Charles and Mike got a chunk of cash back there that hasn't been sent to them yet because they didn't put the passcodes in.
That's for sure.
So we're going to fix that tonight. Okay?
So go back to, you said 3 people for 89, 4 for 126, or vice versa?
No, 3 for 126
Okay,
and 4 for 89.
okay,
And then once you do that, you're over $100,
yep,
and then that gets you a check in the mail.
gotcha. Okay,
Okay, and then once yours is paid for, then as you add people on underneath you, you know, uh, we can if you want me, and again, this is to help BBX, and Charles and Mike have been very gracious to retain my services. Anytime you want somebody to come on, I'll do a first couple of those for you for free. Then, if you want to retain my services after that, as Frank has done, then what I'll do is for a flat $50 a month, you can get on my calendar and I will onboard as many people as you can bring me
great.
on
Great.
doing that. Okay?
We
And Frank,
appreciate that.
Frank and I have already done what, 2, Frank?
Yeah,
Yep.
well, yeah,
And so I'll take them in demo and we'll get them signed up for you. And we'll do follow-up calls on that as
Perfect.
well. Okay? So what you're
Okay.
going to do though is when you want to sign somebody up, you're going to want to click on this one here, marketing. Click on it. Doesn't matter which one, but use this one. Click on that. That'll go to your clipboard. And then that's the link you want to share with somebody when they want to sign up underneath you so you get credit. All they do is they take that link in the email that you sent them. They can click on it if it's a hot link and it will take them to the Get Started page. Or you can paste that in your browser of your web browser and it'll also take you to the Get Started page and you'll get credit for it. Now, the other thing I'll do too is, like I said, if somebody wants to sign up and you want me to walk them through it, I'll do that for you for the first couple of ones. And then you can sit on the call and you can watch me so you can learn.
So when you send them that link and they go to that, how do they know, when do we get you involved to
So
do
before they sign up and put the link on, it's good for the first couple of these that you do with me is let me know. Let's set up a Zoom and we'll actually do it live on the Zoom.
So before you send that link to them, you call you and let you know you're going to do it?
Yep, and then set up a Zoom call with me. And
I see.
it'll take about 15 to 30 minutes.
Okay,
And also what I'll do is I'll send the person I'm going to send this to all you guys. I have an onboarding document. Mike, you've seen it. It tells you what to do and get ready for when you onboard with Nowsite, so they're ready. Because I'm going to tell you guys, they think the onboarding process is easy. It's not. You got to have a lot of things ready to go and
Yep.
know what to put in there. And so the first couple of times, I'll walk you through it. Mike, that document I gave you that's for my company,
Yep.
you feel free to change the logo, put BBX on there, put your name, whatever, and use it to send out to people. Okay?
Good.
Okay, so that's how that works. You can also set up direct deposit. So you can set up direct deposit to go directly into your bank account. And you can set up, like for me, it's set up for my business account because I draw off of my business for pay. I don't want to be paid directly because of tax reasons. So you can,
Steve, they were saying something the other day. Some things go to PayPal and some things won't go to direct to pay. What is that? Do you recall?
no, I don't. I don't. But I know I just use direct deposit. Now, the difference between PayPal, you get paid on the 15th. Direct deposit, you get paid on the 16th. That's the only
Well,
difference.
I asked for direct deposit and they came back and says, bonuses or something has to be to PayPal.
Well, when we get on after the call, Frank, show me what that is, and we'll see if we can fix it for you.
Okay, well, I've already got it fixed. I've taken care of
Okay.
it. I mean, that came from Nowsite.
Okay.
That mess.
Okay. Okay, and then you can also customize your referral code here so you can remember it better. So mine is equals Steve P. You could just change it in here, put Frank M. You could put BBX Hale. You could put John H. You can do whatever you want in here.
So what you're saying there, Steve, is just customize it and copy and paste it in there?
Yeah, yeah, so you can remind, because if not, you get a bunch of numbers, right? So you want something you can remember and also identifies who it's you and doing that. Okay, with that, Mike, I'm going to stop it there
Yep.
and I'll take questions.
Okay, guys, give him the questions.
If you don't want to ask online here, you can just always email me, guys. And you all have my email address. And then you can just let me know. And then, like I said today, I will be going in on the landing page that you got to this call on. And there'll be an additional link on that landing page that will take you to my calendar to set an appointment with me. You can reserve time.
Well, we appreciate the time, Steve. I learn a little bit more every time I go, but long way to go. But we got you there to help us, so we appreciate this.
Well, I'm just happy that I got to go with Frank because the first day a month ago when I got with Frank, he was ready to kick this thing to the curb.
Right. Right, I was.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, Frank.
Yeah, well, thanks. Yeah, it's an interesting tool and it can definitely help everybody, no matter what kind of business you're in.
Well, you know, you can walk up down the street with anywhere you are and walk in and say, hey, how would you like for me to help you get more customers? And you can sell them anything after you do that, I think.
There's like, I don't see anybody who's not my client, Mike.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't care what business you're in. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
I just signed up at lunch yesterday. I signed up an HVAC company,
A what?
an HVAC, air conditioning company.
Oh, yes, yes.
Because and they were talking there because they're getting ready to spend. This kills me when I say this. They're getting ready to spend $1,500 just to have somebody build them a website, Mike.
Yeah, I believe that.
I said, how about if I tell you I can get a website built for you, and you can start out for $49.50 a month.
Of course, that part sounds too good to be true. You almost have to say, but a lot more goes with it, and you can do a lot more with it. But again, it's almost like, what kind of website would I get for $49.50? How do you answer that?
You'll get anything that's good as GoDaddy and Wix and WordPress can do for you.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, GoDaddy wanted $1,000 to build me a website.
Yeah.
Yep. And not only that, every time you want another website from those guys, they charge you for another website. Here you
Oh.
get unlimited. You can build as many as you want
Unbelievable. It really is.
and do that. Okay, well, I'm not going to take up any more time. Again, I will put this. Mike, you and I will get together tonight, or I'll go ahead and set you up a YouTube channel.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and then when we get this, let me stop share here, and we're going to go ahead and stop the video right now.